saw the intro. Now let's get straight into it. The best and worst chapter, the best and worst season from each chapter. Starting with chapter 1. This one is a little difficult for me. There'll also be finals in the end, by the way. You'll see what I mean once we get there. But I think the best season of chapter 1 was chapter 1, season 5. It really, in my opinion, kickstarted the storyline. Also kind of did. Also kind of kickstarted, like, good mobility and stuff. Golf carts, desert biome. But yeah. The worst season, by far, it was kind of difficult for me. Chapter 1, season 7 is the worst season. Planes, Infinity Blade. Do I even need to talk anymore about that? So yeah, best season, chapter 1, season 5. Worst season, chapter 1, season 7. Moving on, chapter 2. Now it's between actually 4 things. Chapter 2, season 4. Chapter 2, season 3. Chapter 2, season 2. Or chapter 2, season 7. It was between all those. It was really hard. But the best season is chapter 2, season 2, the spy season. Do I need to speak? I'm not even going to speak about it. Let me just tell you, a close second was actually the flood season. Close third was actually the Marvel season. In my personal opinion, I love the flood season. It almost actually won. But then I thought, you know what, they don't have that cool like abilities anymore. Like that did. Alright, now moving on to chapter 3. My personal second favorite chapter of all time. I love chapter 3. I would go back if I could. So there's 4 seasons. Season 1, season 2, 3, and 4. It was actually between 3 of the seasons for the best. And my take is going to be so controversial, I know. But you have to hear me out on this one, okay? And it was only because my experience in the season. It kind of, actually, the last season reminded me of chapter 2's finale. Alright, but, so it was between chapter 3, season 1, 2, and 4. Obviously, the theme of chapter 3, season 1 was getting, like, to know the island. Season 2 was war-themed, which was at a terrible time in the world. And then season 4 was Chrome season, where Chrome just infested the island. I like that idea. But the one we didn't talk about is obviously, I'm going to start with the worst. Chapter 3, season 3 was the worst season. Chapter 3. Chapter 3, season 3 is the worst season of chapter 3. Only reason why. People hated on it so much, it made me think about that. It made me think that it was the worst chapter. People made me think about that. And now that I think back to it, it wasn't that bad actually, but it still is not the best. It was probably the worst of that chapter. A bunch of people say, what about chapter 3, season 4? Chapter 3, season 4, we'll get to that one in a minute. But yes, in my personal opinion, even though it was a good, people kept comparing that to Primal. It was nothing like Primal at all. You tell me, you're going to drop in the first day of chapter 3, season 3 and say this map looks weird. You look like Primal. I'm going to compare you to Primal. Or look at chapter 3, season 3 the way I do. This season's not as bad as people keep saying it is. Oh, there's a person. This season's actually good, but it's still it's definitely the worst of the chapter, but it's still good. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's what people were like. But it's still the worst season of the chapter. No more about it. Chapter 3, season 4 has to be my second favorite of the entire chapter. That's right. Chapter 3, season 2 is my favorite of the entire chapter. In the original recording, I actually said chapter 3, season 4 was the best of chapter 3. Then I thought, it's not actually that good. Well, it's actually a great season. I love that season. I cooked the very first day of the season. But it's not as good as I thought it would. Although I like the Chrome infesting the island. That was a funny thing. Chapter 3, season 1 was a close third, actually. I love that season, but like, it just felt, well, first of all, the reasons why chapter 3, season 2 is the best, it brought us super fast running, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Like, brought you tactical sprinting, I think even mandling, didn't it? And yeah, it brought you all that. It brought you more ability, and then in the first season of chapter 3, that brought you sliding, that's it. You still had to walk like a normal person would, and that's not fun, really. Although, I think chapter 3, season 2 upgraded to where it's super fun, although it took place at the worst time in the world, where Russia was attacking Ukraine. But Fortnite, which is epic, gave gave funds to Ukraine. About 122 million. So now on to Chapter 4. In my personal opinion, the best season of Chapter 4 was Chapter 4. Now, it was between two. Chapter 4 Season 4 or Chapter 4 Season 2. In my personal opinion, Chapter 4 Season 4 was so good. I love that season. But Chapter 4 Season 2 was very, very good in ways I can't explain. But this is going to be controversial. The best season of Chapter 4 is Chapter 4 Season 4. I just loved that season. Now, don't get me wrong. The Battle Pass was not that good. Which doesn't really... I mean, it does technically count. Chapter 4 Season 2's Battle Pass was honestly mid also. I don't think, in my personal opinion, all Chapter 4's Battle Passes were mid, honestly. I don't really like any of them. But Chapter 4 Season 4, I just love the theme and stuff. Now, on to the worst season. I'm not even going to say what the worst season is. Now, this one is okay to compare to Primal. Every chapter, besides Chapter 3, has a season you can compare to Primal. Every season. Actually, Chapter 5's worst season isn't to compare to Primal. It's similar, but not similar enough. Same with Chapter 3, Season 3. But the worst season of Chapter 4 is Chapter 4, Season 3, Wilds. The best thing of that season was the Mammoth Pistol. The Battle Pass was terrible. They brought us Optimus Prime, bruh. Who wanted Optimus Prime? Although he was an okay skin. Then now we're on to Chapter 5. So Chapter 5. Don't ask why I'm wearing the hat now. Chapter 5 was a character of a chapter. But for the best season, it was between two, actually, shockingly. It was between these two. Chapter 5 Season 1 or Chapter 5 Season 4. The first and last season. Okay, this is going to be so controversial I'm about to say it, but it's not the best season, so just be advised. Chapter 5 Season 3 was not terrible. I was good that season. I love that season, actually. But it's still bad at the same time. I like it and I hate it, which is weird. That's why it's not the best. Chapter 5 Season 2 is by far so bad, I just want to throw it into a garbage can, throw it out the window, and then, burn it, and then, throw it in a dumpster, destroy the dumpster, burn the dumpster, give it to Alec as a birthday present, let him eat the dumpster. That's how bad I hate Chapter 5 Season 2. It was so bad, I actually quit that season, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the best season right now. The best season of Chapter 5 is Chapter 5 Season 1. It was so good. Now, I was going to say Chapter 5 Season 4, but it just didn't live the peak of the original Marvel season at all. Now, on to the worst season. Which one do you think it is, judging by how I talked? Is it A, Chapter 5 Season 3, I love it and I hate it? Or is it B, Chapter 5 Season 2, which I want to throw into a dumpster, burn the dumpster, then give it to Alec for the birthday present, let him eat the dumpster, then throw him into the dumpster, then make him get out the dumpster, then give me the dumpster with the dumb season, then throw the season into a trash compactor, and then just throw it into a fire. Which one do you think is the worst? Clock's ticking. 3, 2, 1. It is Chapter 5 Season 2. I hate Chapter 5 Season 2. It's the worst season of all time. I do not like Chapter 5 Season 2. It is, and now I'm talking about basically redoing that for Chapter 7 Season 2. I am gonna quit again probably. Good, I got that out of my chest. On to our latest chapter, Chapter 6. Now, this one's a little controversial as well. Alright, in my personal opinion, hear me out first. The Star Wars season was not bad. It was amazing. But it's not the best season. The best season of Chapter 6 so far is Chapter 6 Season 2. I just like high seasons, man. Even if they're not that good, they're still the best. Now, I would say Chapter 6 Season 3 because most people are probably going to go with that. To be honest, it's kind of mid. It's not the best. I'm excited for next season mainly. But the worst season is actually going to shock some people. Chapter 6 Season 1. I don't really like that season, actually. It's the weakest. I know it's an introduction to a chapter, but it's also kind of the weakest at the same time. Now, you may say, why are you not going to put chapter 63 there? It has potential, bro. It's actually pretty good, but it's not the best. I think the high season's the best. Now, we're on to the last part of this video before the video ends. Now, sorry, there's people hammering outside. I do not know what that is. But now it's time for the finals, which is the actual worst season of all time, and which is the best season of all time. So the finals are Chapter 1, Season 5 for obviously the best season. We're on that. Chapter 1, Season 5. Chapter 2, Season 2. Chapter 3, Season 2. Chapter 4, Season 4. Chapter 5, Season 1. Or Chapter 6, Season 2. Which is the best of all time, in my opinion. Now, here's where it gets hard, okay? This video is going to be much longer than I thought it would be, but, I think the best season of all time is Chapter 2, Season 2. Do I even need to talk about that one? Like, I'm not even going to talk. And then, now onto the worst. We got Chapter 1, Season 7. Chapter 2, Season 6. Chapter 3, Season 3. Chapter 4, Season 3. Chapter 5, Season 2. Ew. Chapter 6, Season 1. Out of all those, the best one by far, out of all the worst seasons, is Vibin'. I love Vibin'. Alright, but guess what? These are not the best seasons of all time. Now, we're on to, you know what we're on to? The worst season of all time. It's Chapter 5, Season 2. I hate that season, bruh. Throw it into a garbage can, make Alec eat it. That's how it's gonna go. Hope you guys enjoyed.